It's your responsibility as a business owner to do your due diligence and observe what has worked for people and what hasn't worked for people. My husband and I have both been in a few different industries at this point in our entrepreneurial journey, and each time that we've moved on to a new venture, it has been with the idea of long-term growth in mind. However, there's one thing that I've noticed in every single industry when it comes to both my husband and I's entrepreneurial journey and that of those around us, even if they're in a completely different type of business, and that is the oversaturation claim. Now, I find that when somebody says something is oversaturated, there's one of two different types of people that are using this claim. There's the people that have never done it themselves before, and so generally don't really have much of a basis to speak on. And there's the people that have done it themselves but don't want to see other people get into the same industry. Now, I personally don't believe oversaturation is a thing. I think people assume that there has to be a common rule book that you follow no matter what kind of business you're getting into, and that because of that, every single business is going to offer the same things because they're part of a broader category of businesses. But I don't necessarily believe that oversaturation exists when you are willing to put in the work to differentiate yourself from those around you. And at the end of the day, like I said, it doesn't matter what industry you get into. This isn't just something that we've experienced, but it's something we've observed in other business owners around us that are in completely different industries. I feel like it's just a universal thing with business in general. You will always have other people saying, don't get into whatever it is that you're pursuing. And that's not to say you should never heed the advice that people give you, because I think that it's your responsibility as a business owner to do your due diligence and observe what has worked for people and what hasn't worked for people and where can we differentiate ourselves. I think actually the worst thing you could possibly do is try to follow one common rule book for whatever business it is that you're pursuing. I think you do need to think outside of the box. But generally speaking, the idea of oversaturation isn't something that's unique to the business that we're in right now. It is something that we've witnessed in every industry that we've been a part of, and it's not really something that we agree with the concept of. It very much is something that I believe stems from a scarcity mindset, and I truly do believe if you're willing to put in the work to differentiate yourself from your peers and try to be a standout business in the industry, no matter what the industry is, you're going to do just fine.